I am out of work for the next 9 days because I have a repetitive motion injury, basically. One of my muscles that I use a lot in my job, overuse a lot. It's like really inflamed and it hurts very bad. So I can't work and I have to take a steroid for it, which the only thing, like I generally, again, don't take like over the counter or really, I mean, depending on the prescription, I won't take that either. But the only reason why I'm excited about the prednisone is because it does help with allergy symptoms too, and like asthma. And so I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit excited to get something that will also clear up like my upper allergy area, because while normally exercise and doing rigorous movements helps, you know, getting that heat helps the like allergy part of my congestion and stuff. I can't do a lot of that. So like literally even like just with my pain in general, I tried to do yoga yesterday and I can maybe do 5 poses that didn't hurt and it was still like a strain. So yeah, I'm like, this is my life. I'm a little bit excited because it's not like I'm sick. It's not like I'm bedridden either. It's not like I can't walk, but they're like, I can't work like a 7-hour day on it. So obviously no crazy hiking or anything crazy like that, but might catch me out down by the park or something. I don't know. I think it'll be fun. But yeah, definitely this is like the best time too for me to get the rest I've been so desperately needing at the same time for my job. So like, I'm still not about to be like out and about doing crazy things. I'm definitely about to be honing in on my health and my practice, and because I can't do as much yoga, I'm definitely going to be focused on like yoga nidra, breathwork, and meditation. I get to sit and read for hours, so definitely like not gonna lie, a little bit of some plus to this. So this injury that I am out for work for the next 8 days left so far, I plan on absolutely taking advantage of this time off where I'll be having long periods of time to myself. I'm hyper focusing on things that have been like sitting on my brain for a really long time now. And one of those is the fact that I want to, obviously I've been saying this for months and for 10,000 years, I've also been insanely busy, but not even being busy, but my main problem is that I get distracted so easily. I come up with a million ideas, scatter my brain, and then I'm like overwhelmed with what I would truly want to be doing, blah, blah, and this is the same pattern I've had for the last handful of years. And I was talking to a friend recently who was giving me the advice of just how the more scattered out my mind goes, the harder it gets to build that discipline and to really experience what it's like to hyper focus in on the version of myself that is truly engaged in my like real passions, because everything else is like fun things that I would want to do, but in hindsight it's not the thing necessary right now for me to be productively acting on my dreams, my passions, my goals. And so that's just conversation, like it was like something I already knew, and it's an easy to grasp thing, but also I needed the reminder. So I also think it's a little bit of a coincidence that just the way that everything has unfolded with me being out Friday, so many signs. There were so many signs, and I'm also embracing my more mystical side of my spiritual being, I guess, because something I don't talk a lot about is the mysticism that I have experienced crazy stories, and it's like none of it's a coincidence. It's like the universe, I've had conversations with divine energies, and I'm like, it's time to just hone in on all of this. So yesterday was kind of like a whatever day for me, relax my mind, because in a sense I've been preparing my energy for this whole time off that I'll have, right? And yesterday I did my nails. I did my nails. They're not perfect. It was my first time ever doing gel nails myself, and honestly, it's so fun. It's like a maintenance meditation. Like just scratched an itch. I was like, I need my nails done. I don't know. It's not a necessity, but it makes me feel like a bad bitch. So these are a short almond gel X nail, and I already had gems, and so I was playing around with gems and chrome, because I ordered like a chrome set. It's a mess. Like, it's not perfect. It doesn't look clean, but honestly, for my first time, everyone was saying for your first time, that's actually still pretty good. We'll see how long they last for. I feel a little bit more put together having my nails done. Just something about it. Something about it makes me feel fierce. I'm currently on steroids for the inflammation in my hip pain and muscle relaxers. The steroids are kind of already helping the inflammation, and the steroids also stimulate cortisol. And because it's a forceful medication, I still have my herbal things. Like right now I'm drinking jasmine tea with ginkgo, butterfly pea, and rose. So that's why it's like purple. It's really cute. But I just feel like the steroids are overriding any of the natural, sensitive effects the herbal stuff will have. But it doesn't matter to me, because I'm still showing up for the ritual, and that's what matters. I just woke up. I'm up earlier this time than I was yesterday. I got better sleep. I'm like learning the effects of like the steroids on my body, and because I'm not one to just quickly, be on pharmaceuticals or whatever, I am super hyper aware of how they make me feel. In the evening time, okay, I fucked up yesterday and I made a chai because it makes my energy do this weird, really high, kind of agitated feeling, blah, blah, blah. And then it plummets. And so I crashed at like 4 o'clock, and I was trying to get through editing, and then I just noticed it was impacting my focus and I couldn't finish editing. But I'm about to do that this morning because I don't take the steroids until I eat my first meal at around 11. So now I'm like, okay, so I should do stuff in the mornings if I want to feel focused, and take the steroids and whatever, and then my drugs, and not worry about it. So don't feel focused, and I was like trying to figure this out. And so I'm taking steroids in like a taper amount, where I took 2 for 4 days, and then 1 for 4 days, and then half of 1 for 4 days, to like taper off of it. It's helped the pain greatly. I'm not wobbling like I was. The pain was so bad on Monday that I wasn't even comfortable sitting down, and I was having a really hard time. So, like, it's doing its job, but I hate the other effects because steroids just go for your whole body. So, like, I cannot focus for shit. And yesterday I had such immense brain fog. I'm trying to edit this video because I want to edit. My goal is to low-key upload a video like every other day while I'm off. And it's hard because I cannot focus. And I was like, oh, I figured it out. I can't focus for shit. And it's literally because of the steroids. I like was Googling this stuff up, and it interacts with ADHD symptoms. It like makes it just that much harder to focus. And then after a period of taking them, like right after I take it, like it kick in or whatever, after like an hour or two, I get major brain fog. So that sucks. It's not just like, oh, I'm out of work and I can do whatever I want. It's a lot of what I want to do is really dependent on my ability to focus, and I'm noticing that I cannot. I'm finding that breaking my editing up into sessions instead of trying to do it all at once like I used to has helped me feel like, okay, less overwhelmed by the task of editing. I'm debating taking a nap or sitting outside. Maybe I'll probably do both. This is my super comfy casual look for the evening. My friend Samara is about to be over. I'm gonna quick clean. I took a quick nap. My energy just like crashed, and I haven't had any caffeine today, so it's not like a caffeine crash. I still think it's from the steroids, but I'm comfy, but I also wanted to look cute, and like I said, I haven't had a lot of human interaction outside of my boyfriend this week, so I like did my makeup, and it's been a while, or a few days feels like a while. Put on my rings, you know, my little accessories and things, just because I feel like my only current regret right now is that in the month of May, I didn't spend more time outside. Like, we went camping and stuff, but it was still like chilly. But we could have taken better advantage. Granted, every like 2 weekends out of May, we also went to some metal shows. So that's like a little bit of my only regret right now, because of course June hits, it warms up, and there's just wildfires, and the pollutants in the air is pretty dense. It's hazy, and it's so hard for me to sit outside of it because it gives me a sore throat and it gives me a headache. And like last night with our friends, we sat on the deck for like an hour or two. I had a headache, like a pounding headache, and my friend who ended up like canceling, she woke up with a headache, and she was like, I'm not really sure why. And I'm like, it must be that, like, the pollutants in the air. Like, I'm sensitive to pollen and allergies, just the same way I'm sensitive to the pollutants in the air. And it kind of sucks because I actually really want to be outside right now. It's hazy, like just so hazy out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, yeah, but like.
I'm not the only one enjoying it out here. I can see our neighbors across the way, and like everybody's like out on their porches just watching the rain. This is my favorite thing to do since living here is that the rain basically doesn't reach the deck or the balcony, so like I can sit out here and like be a part of it without being affected by it. And it's my favorite. What I was like hoping would be more, me being out with like friends or whatever. I had my one friend come up yesterday, but other plans canceled, which is perfectly fine. It's raining, and rain makes me feel like a house cat. Like I just want to sit and listen to the rain. And earlier that one storm passed, and another storm I think is about to come through again, because I actually hear rain outside my window. And all I've been wanting to do is read, if I'm being so completely honest. Sometimes I feel like it's easy to put this pressure on yourself to like, especially in like the passions and like the niche that I'm in with like spirituality, yoga, all of those things. I feel like it's easy to put myself in a box with like feeling like I'm supposed to look like all I do is, I don't know, sit outside in nature and like meditate. And like I do meditate. Sometimes it's for 30 minutes, sometimes it's for 10 minutes, and sometimes I just want to read. I just want to read, and so I am determined to finish this book literally between like today and tomorrow or something. This book took a while for me to get into. It was a slow start. It's The Stars Are Dying by Chloe C. Penrenda, and it's not bad. It's not a smooth plot, if that makes sense. Like I'm reading it and I like what's happening, but there's a little bit of times where I'm really confused what's happening. Sometimes I have to stop and I'm like, what's happening? And I keep going and I'm like, okay, more things are happening. It's a little bit all over the place, I think, with the plot, if I'm being honest, but it's okay, because I'm not gonna lie, like the art of it in the pages, like they're so pretty. So it drew me to the book, and I think this is a trilogy, the Nightfall series, and it's enough to make me want to keep reading them, but this is what I feel like I need a Kindle for, because I don't know if I should spend like $33. This is hardback. I am learning I need to buy paperback books because they are cheaper, but I'm just like, I just don't see myself wanting to spend $60 more to physically own this whole series. So, just like I'm super in love with the From Blood and Ash series, that I feel like I already want to own all of the Flesh and Fire series by Jennifer L. Armentrout. And I bought my first copy of Fourth Wing. I have the first book of Zodiac Academy. So like I'll buy the first of a series, and if I'm absolutely enthralled by it, I will keep buying it. But I feel like if it's like I'll read it, it's okay, but I don't know if I want to own it, then I'll just like read it on Kindle. But I just have my phone, so I need like an actual Kindle or something like that. But I just want to finish this book. And then I think I'm gonna actually finally read the first book of A Court of Thorn and Roses. I have two friends who own the entire series, like physically, and they've both offered to lend me the series because they've already read it. And I know that that's like the first series, I think, in Romantasy that like most people start reading, but I started with From Blood and Ash, and honestly, that's like a pretty high-ish bar for me. I really enjoyed Quicksilver. I know book 2 of that comes out in September of this year. And Gothicana is a standalone gothic romance. But there's more to the From Blood and Ash series. And so I need to get into the Flesh and Fire series because they start to intertwine. But that's money I do not have right now, and honestly, it's fine.